Okay, I'm going to show you a quick, easy drawing of a plate of tacos. And I did a couple of them earlier just because I was playing around. This was my first one. And it was based on this illustrator that we looked at during class. And let's see. This was mine, which was done very quickly. Uno, dos, tres tacos. And a couple more things I did, I'll show you. I did some Bisa Butler blueberries because we studied the art of Bisa Butler. And she used textiles. She used fabric in her art because she didn't like paint. So I sort of just drew some blueberries and then pretended like I was using fabric to decorate them because it's easier for me to demonstrate while I'm using this app. So I hope that you appreciate that. I also did an apple, sort of abstract, because I just used broken planes. Broken planes usually means when you do a drawing and you just do a bunch of lines intersecting across it to create different planes, and then you can fill in those spaces with color. And I would compare that to the artistry that goes into a stained glass window where you have little tiny sections of different colors in the glass. And then one more taco drawing I did. So I will do another little drawing of some tacos so that you can go along with me. And you can just start with doing a big circle on your paper. And if you want a perfect circle, you can get something like a real plate. And then I'm going to do sort of a rim, like my plate has a rim on it. And I'm not the type of person who obsesses about perfection, so my circles are not perfect and I really don't care. I'm going to do, and I'll go slowly, and I'll pause the video if you need me to slow down and let you catch up. So put that on your paper wherever you're working, and then I'll do some taco shapes that'll be sort of like you see a traditional, like a crispy shell taco would be like that, and maybe another one here that's sort of a little more open. And I personally prefer corn tortillas. I don't like flour tortillas, and I when I was little I used to eat these crispy shell tacos, but I don't like those as much. I really like the authentic corn tortillas. And then maybe another taco over here. So just draw along with me. And then I'm going to erase where those black lines are kind of where my taco goes over the edge of the plate. And then I'm going to draw some lime wedges. Now when you do a citrus fruit, like a lime, which I'm going to do right here, you can do a half circle like that, and then you can just draw little triangles in there that are the segments of the fruit. So this is kind of fun with oranges or lemons, or in this case limes. And this is a very simplified drawing, and I'm just kind of having fun. I'm not obsessing about getting everything just right. Now on my tacos I like cilantro, so I'm going to do, and cilantro kind of has like curvy edges like that, maybe a long stem on that one, and then maybe one over here. So that's sort of a general idea of a cilantro. And then I want to do a bowl, and this was an idea from the other food illustrator that we looked at. I'm going to do kind of a bowl of the queso fresco, which is the crumbly, let me erase this part of where it's overlapping the edge of the plate. And then I'm gonna do just some crumbled queso fresco cheese. And then some of us that sort of like Tex-Mex food, we might like cheddar cheese or some kind of grated yellow cheese, but the more authentic Mexican dish might have this queso fresco. And if you think my accent is funny, it's because I did grow up in Texas and I have a Texas accent, but when I go back home to Texas, they think that I have a northern accent. So I guess I'm somewhere in between. Now, what else goes on a taco would be probably some kind of meat. Might be some chicken or beef or pork, depending on what you like. And then I would say maybe some, if you like yellow cheese, it might be like this. Maybe some of it spilled out on the plate. You know how it spills out of the taco. So I'm just having fun with this. Maybe some little squares of tomato. And this is going to give us an opportunity to put lots of color on the plate and lots of interest from a design perspective. Some tomatoes, and then I'm going to start coloring now so I don't kind of forget what I did. So this cheese might be yellow, and don't worry if your drawing looks a little bit different from mine, because we're just having fun and experimenting with illustrating some food. And then I'm going to do my tomatoes that are red, or it might be some, pico de gallo, which is something that I love too. Pico, salsa, something that has a tomato in it. And I'm sort of showing how it might spill out on the plate, because it gives us almost like, it might look like confetti, confetti like you'd see in a parade. So it's spilled out on the plate, and it's adding some visual interest. And now I need to decide what color are my taco shells, and I think I'll do them just kind of a light brown color, maybe like that. No, that's not what I wanted. Let's go with, first I've got to make sure that these lines are solid, because I'm using this app, and when I use the Procreate app, it allows me to drag the color over into the drawing, and it allows me to work very quickly like this. So that's the color I'm going to choose for my taco shell, and then I'm going to use a darker color for the meat, maybe sort of a darker brown right in there, kind of mist. And then what else? I need to color my limes, and then I need to decide what color my plate is going to be. So if you're working along with me, I really encourage you to do your own interpretation and not worry about whether it looks like mine. We're just expanding our repertoire, because somebody suggested that we should draw food, and I thought it was a great idea. So I'm coloring the inside of my limes with a light green, and then I'm going to color the outside of my limes sort of around the segment with a darker green. Let's see if I can make that work. There we go. The other good thing about this Procreate app is it allows me to zoom in, and like I said, it allows me to work very quickly and fill in areas. So my cilantro is green, and then let's see, I really need a jalapeno on my plate because I love jalapenos, and that's probably a really gigantic jalapeno, but let's see, I'm going to do the sections of the jalapeno inside like this, and I don't know if this is exactly accurate, but I think it's close. Let's see. So if you're like me and you like spicy food, you've got to have a jalapeno on there. Now I'm going to color, just give a little bit of color to the bowl of queso fresco. Maybe a little yellow inside there. And then I'm going to, I like to use words. Let's see, I think I need to correct one thing down here with this part of the meat. And then I like to use words on my drawing, so I'm going to just call this simply 3 tacos. Now, you don't have to add this to your drawing. I like doing bubble letters. I learned how to do bubble letters in high school when I did run-through drawings for the football team. A run-through drawing is when you make a big sign out of paper, and then at the beginning of the football game, the players run through the sign. So it's a lot of fun, and everybody liked it, and some of us had a lot of fun drawing it. So the last thing I'm going to do is color my plate something very colorful like orange, and then maybe just a little bit lighter shade for the inside. And then I like to color my letters with some of the colors that I used in my drawing because I like things to be repeated. I don't ever want to have a color in my drawing that just occurs in one place. I like to really repeat colors, and that's one of the design principles. Is it's a good idea to repeat colors because it makes your eye, when you have green there and green there, it makes your eye move around. So that's the easiest way I know to explain the principle of design, which is repetition. And then I think that I'm going to make the background very dramatic and make it black. How's that? And then I can fill in. Now, I know you can't do that so quickly. And then I'm going to sign my name with a color that also needs to, I'm thinking about what color needs to be repeated in my drawing, and I think it's red because I've got red in the tomatoes, and I think I need some more red, so I'm going to choose to sign my name in a red color because I think it will add to the sort of the overall unity of it. So I'm going to sign my name here, and that's my drawing of 3 tacos, and I can't wait to see your drawing, and I know it will look different than mine, and that's great.